What's going on, everyone? I just wanted to give you an update. This past weekend, I competed in the Be Strong Classic in Covington, Kentucky, and it was my first strongman competition in over a year and a half. And I had a few goals going into it that I could say I did accomplish some of them I did not. But I didn't take any video. I wasn't really pumped up about taking any video going into the competition, but definitely have more of a fire in me after doing that competition to go and do more. So I'm looking at some competitions for this fall. But just to give you a quick recap, my first goal for the competition I did this past weekend, don't get hurt. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a pastor. So there are a lot of people who depend on me, and for me to get hurt would be, especially doing a hobby, would be kind of foolish and reckless. So my big thing was be able to complete the events without getting hurt, without anything happening to my body. Mission accomplished there, did not get hurt. Everything feels good. I have no injuries. So that was one goal that I was able to complete. The second goal I had was don't come in last place. You never know with these local shows, you never know who's going to show up. You never know how good the guys are going to be in your category. I was in the 105 kilogram category. I went in weighing 228 pounds, so I've lost quite a bit of weight for this, but I didn't come in last, so I came in 9th place out of 12, so not great. But there were some things. I have some glaring weaknesses that, because of age and just slowing down a little, those things will happen. So there are things I can work on and get better. So that's just part of it. But I didn't come in last place. I came in 9th place. Feel decently good about that for this being the first time back. I feel strong and I'm not injured. So again, another mission accomplished there. The third goal, technically I didn't hit this one. It was to finish all the events, and so every event I was able to finish. The first event was a Viking press. I wanted to press 10 to 12 reps. I was able to press 10. The stated competition weight was 240 pounds. That on a Viking press, that comes out to about 215, 220. I was able to do 10 reps. That met my goal. The second event was Conan's wheel. It was 320 pounds for 3 revolutions around. I was able to finish that under a minute, but I did drop it twice. That's one of the conditioning things that really had me suffer. I think I came in second to last in that event just because moving quickly. I was moving really quickly. I even heard people comment in practice, man, that guy's fast. I did a lot of work to get my footwork and pacing right for that event, but I ran out of gas. Just the conditioning was not there. I ran out of gas in the third rotation, and just as part of being 41 years old and not being 25 anymore. So it is what it is. But I did finish that event. Deadlift, I wanted to lift anything. It was on an axle bar, no straps. So anything over 405, I was happy with. Even though my deadlift is pretty weak, I wanted to really get that higher. I was able to lift 405. The next weight up that I could attempt was 455. Went out there and attempted it. I couldn't break it off the ground. So again, that is what it is, but I finished that event. The only event you could say that I didn't finish was the sandbag over bar event. We had this event, a 15 foot or 14 foot, I can't remember, bar up in the air, and we're throwing sandbags over them. I've never done an event like this before, and it's really hard to practice. So, excuse me. But there were 4 of them, 25 pounds, 30, 35, 40-pound sandbags. And I was able to get the first 3. I couldn't get the 4th. I was about a foot away from the bar each time. So I attempted it 3 times, and I was just running out of gas on that again. So you could say I didn't, finish that. But having never done it, I still feel pretty good getting 3 out of 4. Let's see, the 4th event that was the 4th event. The final event was a yoke into power stairs. And this was another one where just conditioning just got to me. The yoke was just under 500 pounds. I have no problem picking up a yoke and putting something for 500 pounds on my back. The problem is I didn't get a whole lot of chance. I don't have a yoke. I've never practiced with one before. And so when I went to, pick up the yoke for the first time, immediately I had to set it down because it just was not placed right on my back there. And that slowed me down. But even moving with it, by this time in the competition, my legs were just fried. I was so tired. And I felt like my legs were jelly. I was wobbling all over the place. That's not the case with how I was practicing. So one of the things I need to look into is, again, conditioning, making sure I can still perform with all that axial load towards the end of competition. So, and I know it has to do with bracing and loading and breathing and moving instead of just missing of power, because we went from the yoke right into the power stairs. And it's funny, I could hear the announcer talking about me making my run, and he was talking about how it was kind of slow going into the yoke. But then I get to the power stairs, and it's three stairs that you lift a weight up onto. It was 275 pounds. And I was just firing through them. And the announcer's going, man, he is firing through those after struggling with the yoke. So it's not a question of power or strength. It's really a question of conditioning. But I did finish that event as well. So, first goal, don't get injured. Second goal, don't come in last place. Third goal, finish all of the events. I did finish all of them except the sandbag. I didn't get that 4th sandbag. So, you could say maybe I finished them all. No, I technically didn't. So, but it was very close. And then the 4th goal I had was to win the overhead event, which was the Viking press, the first event. My bread and butter, I'm really good at overhead pressing, especially for my size. And I figured, given the weight, given that a lot of guys don't have access to a Viking press, if I could pull out 10 to 12 reps, I would, especially at this weight. It's a pretty heavy weight for a novice competition. I said, man, I think I can win this. Well, I get to the competition. I'm looking at most of the guys, and there are a couple guys that aren't even warming up. And those are the ones I wish I would have seen warm up, because they're the ones who beat me. But I'm seeing most of these guys. Some of these guys can't even lift the weight. They're just really struggling with it. But the first kid up, he's like a 25-year-old strength coach at a local high school and a former college football player. And he put up 18 reps. And I was just like, holy cow, what's going on there? There was no way I could do that. I hit 10, which was inside the goal that I wanted to. I had only hit 7 at that weight prior in training. So really good progress. It's just, man, I'm not a 25-year-old former college football player. So it is what it is. So, but that's one of the things where, I'm kind of looking around. Do I move into the masters category? I am 41 years old. Or do I just keep trying to go out there and compete with the younger guys, because it's a little more challenging? Right now, I'm not injured. I feel pretty good. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I think I've already got a competition lined up in October to go into, you know, it's use it like a goal to practice, and it's got 2 overhead events, so I could actually do pretty well in this competition. Main things that I'm going to be working on from here out, really focusing on deadlift. Got to get that deadlift stronger, and I think just based on the progress I've made over the last 3 months in it, I think I have found a strategy that is finally going to work for me, and how to make that deadlift climb out of this intermediate stage and help me become just more competitive when I go to these local competitions. So deadlift, getting that deadlift better is a must. Also conditioning. Conditioning is going to be a huge thing I need to work on now. Not so much just doing cardio exercise, but doing loaded activities for distance. So, you know, maybe carrying the sandbags up and down the street, stuff like that. So that's going to be a big focus of mine. And then also, lastly, the third major focus is bracing stability, breathing under load, especially after becoming tired and going through a few events. So maybe practicing something heavy after the end of training, just to brace and load heavy stuff when you're already in that fatigued state. So overall, feel very confident, very good about those things. I feel like it was a win. So I'm not upset or anything. Just it was a learning experience, and now I know where I got to go. So I'm going to take a couple days here, eating a few things that I want to eat. I'm probably going to continue downward trending to about 225 pounds of body weight. That way I'm in between the 2 federations. You know, one federation says you need to be in 105 or under kilograms. That's about 231 pounds. The other federation says, hey, you need to be under 220 pounds. So if I want to compete with people who are actually my size and not just these 300-pound behemoths, that's what I ought to do. And that's for either novice or masters. That's what they usually do. So I'm going to keep it this body weight, lose a few more pounds. That way, if I need to cut, it's only cutting 5 pounds. If I need to, you know, stay where I am or gain a couple, I can do that and not have to worry about making weight. So, but I'm going to eat a few things that I enjoy and not worry about counting all my macros for the next few days. And today's Tuesday, so I'll probably get back in here in the gym on Thursday. So we'll see how it goes. Do some very light stuff this week and just go after it. So, sorry I don't have any videos. Just didn't feel like taking it, but keep watching, and I will put my training clips up for you to follow, and let's hope that deadlift climbs. I will talk to you all later.